Welcome to the virtual inauguration of the 18th chairman of the board of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, Keith Millner. It's an honor to MC this event for you today, where we will introduce the 100's new leadership, swear in board officers, and welcome Keith Millner as the new chair. I've always been a big supporter of the 100. My husband, Tony, is actually a member, and the 100 national president, Tommy Dortch, has always worked well with getting us all the information we need to help inspire and tell people what wonderful things you are doing in the community. The leadership has been amazing, and we've had a chance to highlight, showcase some of the exciting events and impactful programs the organization has delivered for community leaders all around. I want to invite you to put your hands together at home. It's hard. Let's hear it for the incredible community organization that has been transforming lives and communities since 1989. That's amazing. 2020 was definitely a challenging year. While it would have been understandable for any organization to just say, forget about it, we're not going to do anything this year, we're just going to take a pass, the 100 Black Men did just the opposite. Under the leadership of Kevin A. Gooch, they actually sprung into action, innovated and expanded their reach and impact to achieve record successes in 2020. How do they accomplish this, you may ask? All of this? Well, for starters, the 100 Black Men committed to building character in its members, the kind of character that actually builds servant leaders like Kevin and like the newly elected chair, Keith Millner. The 100 Black Men members strive to serve as role models for our youth to become emerging leaders and productive members of the Atlanta community. They partner with neighborhood and business community on educational, economic, and worthwhile social causes that promote positive change. They give their time, their talent, their resources right back to the Atlanta community and demonstrate and demand excellence in all endeavors. Keith exemplifies these principles and a whole lot more. I've actually known Keith for over 3 decades. And for as long as I've known him, he's demonstrated that he is a dedicated leader. He's always been concerned about the plight of our young men. And I know he will do great things at the helm of the 100. And I look forward to what his leadership will bring. Last night, the 100 Black Men held its annual fundraising gala, which was held virtually this year, themed Investing in Our Communities. It celebrated the organization's success in 2020 despite this horrible pandemic. With the gala last night and today's inauguration of Keith as chairman, the future looks very bright. Today, we welcome Keith as the new chairman. He has over 30 years in corporate America with 20 years in that C-suite. He's a certified executive coach and serial entrepreneur. Keith will utilize his expertise and experience to grow and expand the impact of the 100 in our community. So let's continue to celebrate the accomplishments of the 100 and set the tone for the rest of 2021. What better way to start than with a prayer led by Pastor Olu Brown?
Hello, my name is Olu Brown, lead pastor of Impact United Methodist Church in East Point, Georgia. It is an honor and a pleasure to be Keith Millner's pastor as we celebrate his inauguration as the 18th chairman of the board for the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. We pray now for his leadership, the board of the 100, and all of its members. Let's pray. Dear God, we give you praise and we give you glory for Keith Millner, our soon-to-be 18th chairman of the board of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. We give you praise for each of the board members and all of the members of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta as they seek to improve the quality of life by supporting and enhancing educational and economic opportunities, particularly for African American youth in the Atlanta community. Give them strength, give them hope, and give them all of the resources they need to make a difference in this world as they focus on scholarship, volunteerism, mentoring, uplifting the next generation, science, technology, engineering, math, college, and career readiness. They are deeply committed to leaving this world as a better place. We thank you for their collective impact and volunteerism, for sharing their time, their talents, and their resources to help young people, not only here in Atlanta, Georgia, but literally young people around the world. Thank you for this opportunity to lift the leadership of Keith Millner and each of the members of the board and the members of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. We pray this prayer. Amen.
Good afternoon. I'm Thomas W. Dortch Jr., Chairman of 100 Black Men of America Incorporated. This is a great day for the 100 Black Men of Atlanta because we're making that transition to the next leader of this great organization. Keith Millner will do a phenomenal job because that's all he's ever done anywhere he's been. I want to thank Kevin Gooch for the work that he's done as our outgoing chair. But I want to say to each of us, we must roll up our sleeves and support this great leader because he understands. Real leaders don't seek followers, they inspire them, and we will have inspirational leadership. From 1963, when this organization was first chartered with its first chapter in New York, it was about dealing with social injustice in our communities. It was about police brutality. It was about the lack of having the opportunity to have African-American police officers arrest any citizen who broke the law. And in 1963, when this one African-American police officer was on the scene of a crime, he basically arrested a white citizen and there was an uproar. And the black leaders in New York came together, the likes of David Dinkins, the late Jackie Robinson, and others, and said, enough is enough. And from that beginning in 1963, when they changed the paradigm of public safety and public service in New York, they decided at the end of that year they would stay together. And the question came, what shall we call ourselves? And David Dinkins said, we'll call ourselves who we are, 100 Black Men. And that gave rise to who we are today. And when you think back from then and now, it's amazing that the more things change, the more they remain the same. But the 100 Black Men will never settle for things being the same. We want to make sure that we're always working to change for the betterment of our community, for our children, and for all communities. And so when we look at where we are today with all of these great mentees who make men out of men, and we continue to support them, we are going to meet the challenge of what's going on in this country with police brutality, understanding that all police aren't bad. Their mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, uncles, and aunts, and even some of our members are part of the police force. But we must weed out those bad seeds. We must also make sure that we're standing strong to make sure that those who want to have that old ugly head of racism rise and be stronger today, we're going to beat it down. Because in this country, it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and this nation was built by the people. The 100 Black Men of Atlanta know that and understand that. From the days of Nate Golston, our founding president, to, of course, moving from there to the great leaders who have moved through the years. And, you know, we had Joe Hoffman. We had William Sonny Walker, who was one of my mentees, and I became the fourth president, and we continue to grow and continue to have great leaders. This organization is made up of men who are committed to our children and our community, and we will never back down and back away from our responsibilities. Keith Millner understands that, and he's made a commitment, and we know that he's going to fulfill that commitment because he's trained leaders across this nation in so many different communities in private sectors and public sector. So I'm really excited about the leadership that we will have from our new chairman of the board. He's not new to this organization because he's had his sleeves rolled up every day making a difference. So I want to say to all of us, let's get ready for a phenomenal ride with our new leader, but more importantly, let's make sure that when he's there to turn the lights on, we're there with him. And when he's there late at night to turn the lights off, let's be there with him because he, again, needs all of us to support his mission and his vision which is the mission and vision of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, what they see is what they'll be.
It is my special privilege to administer the oath of office this morning. And if you will raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I,
Joseph J.
affirm that I will faithfully discharge and perform all the duties and responsibilities incumbent upon me as an officer of 100 Black Men of Atlanta, Inc. According to the best of my ability. And understanding. And in a manner. Consistent with its Constitution and bylaws. So help me God. Thank you for your service. Congratulations. It is my privilege to administer the oath of office to you as the incoming chairman of the board of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, Inc. And so if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I, Keith Millner,
affirm
that
I will faithfully discharge
and perform
all the duties and responsibilities incumbent upon me as the chairman of 100 Black Men of Atlanta, Inc. According to the best of my ability. And understanding. And in a manner. Consistent with its Constitution and its bylaws. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
So Keith has been my mentor for probably about the past year and a half, 2 years. He and I were connected because I'm a part of the emerging. He was assigned to be my mentor, and it was just one heck of a great connection. The way his personality is, the way he thinks, is just right in line with who I am. And most of our conversations that we've had, it really was centered around helping me to navigate the corporate world. And when I think about some of those conversations, really the theme was around, as I'm going through the corporate world, there's sort of two paths of understanding that I would need to figure out. First path is understanding sort of the norms, both stated and unstated, of the corporation. And then my personal understanding of myself, my interests, my likes, my dislikes, which gets down to understanding what it means for me to be authentic. And, as I'm going through my career and I'm constantly trying to understand those areas, eventually the light will turn on and understanding the norms and basically the rules of the corporation. And then the light will turn on with me understanding who I am and my level of authenticity, etc. And when those lights come on, I'll be able to see, where things don't align, where things don't match, where I've made compromises and authenticity in areas that I should not have made compromises. And then I'll be able to make adjustments. And so, like, when I think about Keith, like that level of insight as one example, it just shows just how thoughtful he is. And when you couple that with the fact that he connects with folks very easily, and also he's not afraid of being vulnerable, those things are sort of the bedrock of trust. And so any leader that's gonna be successful, they need to have trust built and be able to build that very quickly. And so it makes me happy, very excited for him and the 100 to know that the legacy of strong leaders in the 100 will continue with Keith, given the qualities that he has.
Hello, my name is John Johnson. I am an 8th grader at Best Academy. I enjoy attending Best Academy because of the endless opportunities in STEM. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, which are all my favorite subjects. When I am not studying, I enjoy playing video games and fun sports like football and basketball. When I finish high school, I plan to attend college and become a geologist or a software developer. Mr. Keith is my mentor. I enjoy spending time with him. We talk about a lot of cool things and we go on walks with my two dogs, Major and Survivor. I also enjoy when we go to the park and he throws the football to me while I run routes. I am very happy to introduce you to the new chairman of the board for the 100 Black Men Atlanta chapter, my mentor, Mr. Keith Millner.
John, thank you for that introduction. I've admired the work of the 100 Black Men for many years prior to becoming a member in 2015. I've been inspired in my journey as a corporate leader, entrepreneur, and executive coach to use my success to create opportunities for others. I am both humbled and grateful to serve in an even greater capacity now as board chair. It is a true honor to step up as the board chair after the unprecedented year we had in 2020. But more than that, to stand on the shoulders of the 17 leaders who came before me. Incredible, inspiring men like our founder, Nate Golston, Tommy Dortch, Curly Dossman, Milton Jones, and Bill Stanley, just to name a few. It's no secret that 2020 was a particularly challenging year for the world and our local community. The pandemic brought a great deal of loss and suffering and forced us to change our lives in ways we never anticipated. Black families were hit harder by the pandemic with higher rates of infection and death and greater rates of layoffs. The digital divide challenged our children who were asked to connect to virtual learning without the needed tools. But the pandemic also brought out resiliency, faith, and creativity as we learned how to survive and thrive in the new normal. The board, officers, and members of the Atlanta chapter leaned into the challenge and pivoted to deliver our programs virtually, which allowed us to increase our reach and make an even greater impact. In much the same way, our founders confronted the challenges of systemic racism and social injustice plaguing our youth and spurred the creation of our organization 35 years ago. While progress continues to be made, the world has witnessed a remarkable increase in social injustice in the last 18 months, and a coming together of Americans around the issues of equality, equity, and social justice. Because of these egregious events, it's clear that our mission and the work we do is more relevant and needed than ever before. We will continue our journey, building on what we accomplished over the years as we focus on our mission: to improve the quality of life by supporting and enhancing educational and economic opportunities, particularly for Black youth in Atlanta. In my election platform, I emphasize the importance of 3 pillars: the mission, our members, and mentoring. During my administration, we will stand strong on these 3 pillars, applying what I call the multiplier effect. The multiplier effect occurs when we are intentional about identifying and building new collaborations, partnerships, and allies of like-minded organizations and individuals, enabling us to expand our impact not just incrementally, but exponentially. How do we apply the multiplier effect to the mission? By gaining resources that will enable us to accelerate moving the mission forward. First, strategically diversify our funding sources to include grants, sponsorships, in-kind donations, and individual donors. Second, launch an annual campaign to increase unrestricted dollars and overall funding. And third, we want to double our reserves. Now, how do we apply the multiplier effect to members? We want to renew the member value proposition by providing 3 things. The first thing is access. Access to business and investment opportunities, access to capital, access to political, civic, and community thought leaders. Number 2, fellowship. Engage in peer mentoring, networking, and social gatherings. And number 3, professional and leadership development opportunities for all of our members. Remember, membership has its privileges. Now, how do we apply the multiplier effect to mentoring? Number 1, we want to continue the integration of our mentoring programs to create a pipeline of young men and women who are mentored from middle school to high school to college and then to the professional ranks. Second, we want to create opportunities for older youth to mentor younger youth, enabling a generational relatability. And third, we want to engage volunteer mentors from corporate and community partners to expand our reach. Let's transform the challenges into opportunities. Let's make this the year that we set audacious goals and achieve them. Let's apply the multiplier effect to the mission, our members, and mentoring. I know that with your support, we will continue to achieve our mission of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, to become the city's strongest, most self-reliant African-American volunteer organization focused on educational enrichment and empowerment. Let's continue to build on our mission and vision by multiplying our collective resources and efforts in support of our motto, what they see is what they will be. Thank you. Have a great day. Godspeed.
Hello, I'm Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and it's my honor to congratulate Keith Millner, the new chairman of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. I know that the past year has been especially trying for all of us, and it's the reason that organizations like the 100 Black Men of Atlanta are more important than ever. Our communities need you. They need us to stand in the gap. So Keith, I know with your leadership that the organization will continue to do what it's done best, and that's to think about and see about and be involved with the children throughout our community who need mentorship, need guidance, and need your leadership. Thank you for all that you do. I look forward to us continuing to work together.
Hello, I'm George T. French Jr., President of Clark Atlanta University. I would like to take this moment to congratulate Keith Millner on his appointment as the 18th chairman of the board for the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. Keith has a passion for people and team development. Through coaching with his vast experience, engaging style, and passion for the youth we serve, I am confident and certain the 100 Black Men of Atlanta will experience continued success. Again, congratulations, Chairman Millner, on behalf of Clark Atlanta University and our worldwide constituents.
Hello, I'm Nancy Bond. I'm the president of the board of directors of the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation. In my day job, I'm a business litigation partner at the law firm of Parker Hudson. Keith, congratulations on assuming the role of chairman of the board of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. I know what an incredible asset you will be from my short time working with you at AVLF and helping AVLF write its next chapter. Keith, I recall the first time we met, I remarked that I had just learned of your candidacy for our leadership position, and you asked me, how can that be? How can it be that I was just now learning about you? And I have to say that I have been asking myself that same question since you started working at AVLF. How can it be that AVLF only recently learned of the many wonderful talents of Keith Millner? You are an excellent communicator. You have a winning combination of head and heart. You are a problem solver. You have an ability to listen to a lot of different viewpoints, to distill the issue or problem to its essence, and to find a solution. I know all of those qualities will serve you well in your chairman position at the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. I congratulate you on assuming that role, and I congratulate the 100 Black Men of Atlanta in choosing a great leader for the board.
My brother Keith, congratulations on becoming the 18th chairman of the board of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. I'm excited for you, and I'm equally excited for the organization. I know the passion that you have for the organization, the breadth of experience, knowledge, and your approach. And I'm excited not only for you, but for the future of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta.
Hello, my name is Charmaine Ward Millner, and I'm Director of Corporate Relations with Georgia Power. Congratulations, Keith. I am so proud of you being the chairman of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. And I am also so proud to be your partner in business, your partner in philanthropy, and your partner in life. I love you.
Thank you, Keith, for the introduction. I was named Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer earlier this year. I am pleased to serve at an organization that focuses on improving the lives of boys and girls of color and their family. People like me and my family, people like you, your neighbors, your friends. Our mantra is at the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, what they see is what they will be. What does it take to change people and see and what they become? Aside from passion, drive, goodwill, it takes resources to execute real solutions through real programs. Our programs include mentoring, education, empowerment, and enrichment. As Karen and Keith mentioned, last year, we had to completely reinvent ourselves in order to keep providing our valuable programs to young people and families. In fact, last year, we pressed to innovate because of the pandemic and social distancing, and as a result, we were successful. We broke records with our reach and impact. Last year, we awarded more than $160,000 in tuition and other educational assistance. We tripled our mentoring program, hired new staff, provided critical aid, food, and other resources to families who lost their jobs. Children were able to learn because of us. Families were able to eat because of us. Communities had hope in the midst of adversity because of us. Not just because of us, but because of you, our supporters. We have accomplished so much, and there's a lot left to do. And I want to invite you today to be part of rewriting history with us here in Atlanta. I want to take a moment to thank our corporate partners and donors. Allstate, thank you. The Coca-Cola Company, thank you. Georgia Pacific, thank you. Delta Airlines, thank you. Georgia Power, thank you. State Farm, thank you. UPS, thank you. Wells Fargo, thank you. We thank you all for your continued support and invite everyone to join us today by supporting any amount that you're led to invest. Here's how to take action right now. Take out your mobile devices, scan the QR code you see right in front of you, and press the button and donate. Also, you can give by text at area code 404-924-7374. Once again, that's area code 404-924-7374. Then enter any amount that you wish to give, and thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Godwin, and I am the president of ABC News. It is my pleasure, indeed an honor, to congratulate Keith Millner for his selection as chairman of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. I so respect Keith for his tireless, relentless pursuit of excellence every day. I respect his business insights. He has such great emotional intelligence. He's just an all-around great guy. So, well-deserved, Keith. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Gregory Baranco.
And I am Juanita Baranco. And we are here to say congratulations to Keith Millner on being the newly appointed chair of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta.
Leadership counts, and Keith, you're in the right position at the right time. You've got a great team behind you, and I'm really looking forward to the accomplishments that you will make during your tenure.
We are so excited about this, Keith. We know how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how dedicated you are, and more importantly, you have street smarts. So you're going to do a terrific job. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Keith.
Keith Millner, hooray for you. Lisa Robinson here in my official capacity as president of On Board, another nonprofit board you ably serve. You're so versatile. We all learn from your expansive wisdom and insight. Congratulations to you and to 100 Black Men of Atlanta for electing you as their chair. I can't wait to witness all you'll accomplish in our community and how we can cultivate conversations between our organizations and learn from one another. Cyber hug to you.
Hey, Keith Millner. I've been excited to add my congratulations to you for becoming the next chairman of the board of directors of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. And at ABLF, where you serve as director of operations, it is my pleasure to work with you. And from that perch, I know well just how fortunate 100 Black Men of Atlanta is to have you at the helm. Congratulations, sir. It's well deserved.
Hi, dear Keith. It's Ann Kramer. I bring to you a heart filled with joy and congratulations to you on becoming the 18th chair of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. You bring the perfect skills, experience, expertise for this time, right now, this place. The organization is so extraordinary and has had so many wonderful men who have led it. You are in that extraordinary place to extend that leadership for our community. Congratulations, Keith. We're so proud of you and grateful to you. Best wishes, so many blessings. Congratulations.
The word said, whatsoever ye do to the least of these, ye do also unto me. And the word said, suffer the children to come unto me, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So whether you're preachers or mentors or whatever you may do, look behind, someone's waiting to be like you. They can be what they can see. They can be teachers, mentors, lawyers, just like you. What they see is what they'll be. So as you live your life, remember youth are following you. And may your footsteps lead them to a path that's true. Oh, the more you give, the more you get. You share your time and young hearts won't forget. They've got and questioning eyes. Your encouragement becomes their daily guide. From the shores of Africa all the way to the Pacific Sea, real men give real time to make a better place to be. They can be what they can see. They can be doctors, lawyers, mayors, just like you. What they see is what they'll be. As you live your life, remember youth are following you. And may your footsteps lead them to a path that's true. What they see is what they'll be. They can be builders, entrepreneurs, just like you. What they see is what they'll be. So as you live your life, remember youth are following you. And may your footsteps lead them to a path that's true. Hey, yeah. Whoa. What they see, they're gonna be. What they see, they're gonna be. What they see, they're gonna be like you, just like you. Teachers like you, builders like you, entrepreneurs like you, leaders like you. As you live your life, remember youth are following you.
Hope you all have enjoyed this virtual inauguration as much as we have. We know you will continue to support the 100 and all of its wonderful endeavors. And we hope that you look out, help everyone around you, because this is a very trying time, as we know. The pandemic's still around us. People still not wanting to get vaccinated. I just want to take this 1 minute to just let everybody know it's important for us to move forward in this pandemic. And if you aren't getting vaccinated, to remember to social distance, wear your masks. That's the only way we're going to get around this for 2021. And as for the 100, I know they are going to do great things. And Keith at the helm, it's going to be a bright future. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.